All right, welcome back to Everyone Needs an Aquarius. We are back in the building. Dom, how are you doing, sweetheart?
I got accosted at school today.
What? Go ahead. What's up? Okay.
Okay, y'all know. I don't know if y'all know. So yeah, I started. I'm a TA at a school out here, and today, and I work with children that have moderate to severe autism. So I want to leave with that. So it's not a real thing. I mean, it's a real thing.
Yeah, but it's not like you. It's not.
It wasn't like it was some old man.
Right.
So today,
Yes.
this
There
little
you go.
kid.
It was children.
It's two is I would say. I understand like how our bodies work, like certain things are heightened, like, me having hearing loss, I have a crazy sense of smell and things
Really?
like that. So, yeah. So I don't know because like so I would say certain things probably are heightened. Like when they say children are like, okay, this isn't function. So they're really smart in this area. They're very artistic over here doing this. So, um, these, it's, we have I do TK in kindergarten, and I there's a pair of siblings, they're brothers, in the classroom. The younger brother who kind of is the hard we have the hardest time with him, and he's not severely autistic, and I think he actually has more of a behavioral disorder. And so we're trying to really push the mom to get him tested for that.
Okay.
But his brother is severely autistic, his older brother. And today the older brother groped me and mom was like, no, just grab me, just grabbed it. And I was like, yo,
You?
like literally walked up to me and just grabbed it. And I was like, yo, like, but also these children, like, the younger brother stems across the floor where he is stimulating himself, and the older brother will grab his penis and he will take his penis out. And so today my vagina got grabbed and I was shook. I was like, wait a second.
Whoa.
And then tried to do it again later in the day. And I was trying to like, and I know like, it's like, he's a kid. Yes, he's still a kid. And I still have to reiterate things to him multiple times that I don't like this. I don't touch. Keep your hands to yourself. So yeah. That's what happened today. Happy Tuesday.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Yes.
Okay. Man. I mean, not shout out to him, but
I mean, not sure. I mean, it was definitely. It took me by surprise. I just was like, wow, like and it's just like kids, But it's just if it happens again tomorrow, I'm like, so we never talk with your mom.
dang.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, nothing's been going on with me at all.
I'm about to say, so what about you?
Nothing. Literally nothing. I mean, one thing, I'm not putting that out there for everybody. The one thing happened last week, that rocked my world.
Yes. I was about to ask you, I'm like, have you been in Five Below again?
Oh, yeah, no, not yet.
Well, listen, let me tell you something about daughters. Like you've had a daughter now for 12 years,
yeah.
Okay? And you know how we do. So it don't have to just be that. I would get in my daddy head and all the time and would say, Dad, can we just go here to look? And that would be my thing. I just want to look. And I knew I was going to leave with one thing at least.
Oh, no, that's what Xander do. She'd be like, I'm not even shopping for real.
Yeah, I'm like,
and then she grab a cart.
and my thing was Barbie. So I just want to go look at, Toys R Us used to be a thing. So they had a whole Barbie aisle.
You could go in there and be in there for hours as a kid, and not buy nothing.
You really could. That was the good old days.
You could, and low key, our parents was probably being real cheap. Just like, let me just take them to Toys R Us. They ain't gonna get nothing, or maybe get one thing, but we could be there 3 hours, and they could say they did something today.
Yeah, seriously. And it would just be the one, like, and I would never overdo it. It would just be like a play set. So my dad probably might have spent $20 or $40.
Yeah.
You know, like toys were not super overpriced like they are now. I'm looking at the price of some of this stuff. Like the Barbie Dream House, the new Barbie Dream House is like $200, $300.
It is.
And I'm like, that shit was not that expensive back in the day.
Like $89.99 or something back in the day. Like,
it used to be in one of my dream houses. I got free. You remember I was telling you this story when we were talking about Kmart and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And we got my cousin was the 100th shopper, and so my mama and her got everything free. So one of them I didn't even have to pay. Well, my mama didn't have to pay because I ain't had no money at that time.
right.
Y'all.
Yes, like,
But you really think about it, like it's different. Like some of them toys, I just be like, and I don't even remember like when we talked about Super Nintendo. Which shout out to the people. Somebody said that their cousin did that to them too.
Yeah, and there was a lot of people hitting me up. Like,
I'm like, we here together. But
I think the other people had it was some drug use involved in a lot of other people's situations.
Yeah,
and they never got theirs back.
Yeah, I got Lucretia wasn't gonna play that. My mama wasn't playing that. So like he was gonna have to, because he would have been cut off where we would not mess with him ever again. And like that's what happened when you have cousins that grow up as your siblings and in and out your house and keys and all of that. So yeah, it was crazy. I would never forget that. Good memories, man.
Well, man, hey everybody, make sure y'all tune in next Tuesday. What's the date on? No. Super Tuesday. Sorry, the 27th, the last Tuesday of the month.
Yeah.
2 more weeks, we'll be doing a live. So make sure you go to SOC Network, click in on the live, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. But as we get started here, Don.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Wayfair is selling, which is crazy, and they taxing. It's $449 for a Barbie Dream House.
What?
It's like I think it's like a set of stuff. But then I'm seeing like one similar at Macy's for $215.
No, I think when we bought Xander's, it might have been like $150.
And then the vintage one, I might be able to. I know my mama still got this dream house. She got to. Somebody's selling the dream house that I got for free with the elevator.
Yeah.
And it's like a Victorian style home for $639 on Etsy.
You might want to find that and clean it up.
Let me find out.
$630?
So this house that I'm seeing on Walmart is now on sale. It was $280 on sale for $242. Jesus. And I'm talking about I want a daughter so we can play Barbies. Baby. You might be getting my old dolls. Shit.
Hand me down. So as we get, this is gonna be I don't know where this episode. Later on the show, we're gonna have Keith Griffin and his wife. Man, I can't remember nothing now, man. Carri. Shoot, sorry, Keith and Carri from Delux Magazine and St. Louis's Power 100. They're gonna come in and talk to us about everything they have going on with the magazine and the Power 100. But first, before we got topics to get into before we get to them. Have you seen the Druski video yet? That's got a whole bunch of people in the religious, some people, black church members upset. So
I saw a clip of it. Like
I got it. I'm gonna show you right now.
Yes, let's play it first, and then I'll. Yeah.
Ready?
I'm gonna have Wanda stand up here. Wanda, please. Wanda told us earlier this month that she could not have a baby anymore. So I impregnated her with the word of God. I'm going to impregnate everyone with the word of God. You gonna get pregnant with the word of God. You gonna get pregnant with the word of God. You gonna get pregnant with the word of God. Impregnate. I had somebody in the congregation.
Hold on, I paused it. He just did the worm for no reason, y'all.
Listen, you don't even have to keep going. I wonder if this looks like Faithful Central out here.
Yeah. Oh, it's a real church that's like this?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. You got to get this.
Like this, the setup of this church, like this. I mean,
it's in the church he's using.
Yeah, I'm like, this looks like this is a real church. I mean, you can rent a studio space and do this. But
no, someone really did this thing of hanging up in the rafters like this.
Yes, I did. And somebody did that shit over Christmas. They did that on the Righteous Gemstones.
Yes, they did. Yes.
They did that on the episode. Yes. So here's the thing about all of this.
No. You got to get the rest down. You got to get, before we talk about it, we got to get the rest.
That's why I'm wearing Christian Dior and Christian Louboutins. Because I'm a Christian and I walk in the blood of Jesus. Give him some praise. I'm a Christian first and I walk in the blood of Jesus. Give him some praise. Give him some praise. So we are raising funds for a project in Zimbabwe. Yes, we are trying to get our congregation over in Africa. Amen. We wanted to raise $4 million for that. Amen. Hallelujah. That needs to appear today. We are not letting anyone leave until we reach our goal. Amen. Hallelujah. Life savings here. Give him some praise for that. Give it his life savings up. Apostle Richie says, baby, can you help me? I said, can you help me? I said, can you help me? I'm gonna finish this word here and I'm gonna do the Christian version. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna do the Christian version. I'm driving this Bentley Bentayga because I believe in Christ. Can you leap on your legs like a survivor? Can you leap on your legs till the money fall out your pockets?
Jesus, you are, Jesus, you are, Jesus, you are.
Still praise the Lord.
I need you to pray for my wife.
Hey, come on, man. Hey, get your hands off my car. You gave tithes and offering?
No.
Back the fuck up, man.
Y'all, if y'all audio listeners, you gotta go look up this Druski video. When he said, "I'm a Christian and I'm in the blood of Jesus."
That was good. That was good.
No, this is so the debate is a lot of people are upset in the church and saying they're making fun of the black church. But the funny thing is, there is a person, every one of those little sketch things, there's someone that's actually done that, y'all.
Yes.
This is not like it's like a satire, Marvin, of course. But someone's literally sat there and said, I got on these type of shoes because I'm walking the blood of Jesus.
Yes.
Somebody literally has said, like, we got Marvin Sapp that said we're gonna lock the doors.
I didn't know if it was Marvin Winans or I get the Marvins confused.
It was Marvin Sapp or Marvin Winans.
I think it was Sapp. I don't think it was Winans.
Winans did the one where they got mad about how much they one of the Marvins was the one that said, like, this is the $20,000 line. Remember?
Yeah.
One of the Marvins did that. The other Marvin
like donate less than $2. I think it was like $2 or $4 grand or something like that. And then that girl ended up like kind of having an epiphany about her experience overall at the church. So who came forward? But here's the reality of the situation. You know, we all have been to a church.
It's Marvin Sapp.
That's why I was like, I don't think it was Winans.
Marvin Sapp.
That who's been building a church for 20 years. And then Tyler Perry ended up giving him the money or donating toward the church fund or whatever.
Okay, and Marvin, we got it right. Marvin Winans is the one that said it was a $2,000 line. And
it was the Winans that did. Oh,
that was Marvin Winans. Marvin Sapp locked the door. Marvin Winans had the $2,000 line.
Dang, Marvin Winans, you can't be acting like that when your sister and brother is BB and CC.
But I found out that they allegedly look like they may be Trump supporters.
Oh, I heard, but I think it was
Sleepy put me on that, but I can't confirm it's not that one.
It was CC.
It's CC particularly.
What had happened was she had performed at some event. So now, the issue where it's kind of convoluted is like, okay, are you actually supporting Trump? Or are you just trying to get a bag, even though this ain't a good bag? Like these are not coming from good people. So that's been the whole conversation.
Dude, but people are mad at Druski. That was hilarious to me.
But it makes sense because now because people also don't understand satire either. Is it satire? Yes. Is it also reality? Hell yes. You know, I think about my experience in the Black church, going to different churches and seeing what has been done, what hasn't been done, and how people interact with people in the church. from St. Louis to out here in LA. And I was literally just telling a friend about my church going experience out here where, you know, it's kind of off-putting because some churches, and I've been to white churches too, niggas got a VIP section. I'm like, hey, if you ain't here, and I know people be celebrity, but I'm like, this don't matter when we go to heaven, you know, or hell, wherever you going.
Mm-hmm.
Like we all in this together. So, and if you, especially if you ain't gonna get there on time or early enough to get us, I should be able to get a good seat. Why I gotta sit in the back? So, I mean, it does bring the spotlight down to like, you know, on spending, how people are spending in church and how people are giving their last, hoping to be blessed. I'm gonna keep it a being. Like if my light's about to get cut off or I'm about to get evicted, I don't know if I'm getting the 10%.
I mean,
I
you
don't
gotta
know.
make a choice.
Because if I've gone to the churches,
But I won't say all pastors like that. I'm sure most pastors that are reasonable will tell you to go pay your bills and not worry about.
Yeah, we'll pay your bills, or even how you can help it. Be people that, oh, that's important. We're gonna pray for her. No, I'm gonna need you to pray and act on that and help me not.
You should act on it.
Yeah, like that's that, because church is also about community, the fellowship together, breaking bread together. And if you have a sister or brother in need and you have something where you can help them, that's what you're supposed to do. Am I incorrect?
No, you're not. You're not.
And I'm not saying that pastors and them can't have luxury, nice things. People deserve nice things. Life is fucking hard, bro.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like read the room, just kind of, and for our listeners that are not in from St. Louis, which I hope a lot of you guys are not. There was this this meeting at the Board of Education, and whomever was the president of the board showed up to this meeting driving a Mercedes-Benz, Louis Vuitton bag, designer down, and it's just like, read the room. Like everybody, like in the district, you got people, like I said, like these kids are eating breakfast and lunch at school, and those might be the only 2 meals that they get, and you got all these people struggling. You know, y'all don't pay them a really livable wage for real, and you showing up like this, like flaunting, like, but it's just like, just how when but just, you know, when the tornado happened, you had Kara Spencer walking around the, you know, like the neighborhoods that have been devastated by the tornado in heels. What? Read the room. Where you going? Where your sneakers? You know what I mean? And I'm not saying people can't have nice stuff, but if you're not a pastor and you don't work one day a week. I know there's the misconception about the job of a pastor. I know you don't work one day a week. We know you work multiple days a week. And a lot of you, like, it would make sense if somebody had you know, some people have additional jobs. Like somebody might be working at the National Baptist Board or something that also pays them. So it makes sense for you to have this stuff. But if you're solely relying on these things for me, you know, from your congregation, I think that's wild. That's just like there's a documentary about Mary Cosby. Mary Cosby is on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and she's the pastor. And the whole one of the controversies surrounding her is that she married her step grandfather after her grandmother died, and she allegedly said that her grandmother.
The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a show for 80s babies who were 90s kids. If you were a No Limit soldier, then this is your show. If you believe that Cash Money is not an army but was a Navy, this is the show for you. If you and your friends ever tried to sing a song written by Escape In Vogue, Shy, or voiced men at a talent show during middle school, this is your show. The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a bunch of 80s babies talking about all the songs and things that we loved when we were kids and teenagers. So if you went to the skating rink and you were at a lock-in, this is the show for you. If you think that Tevin Campbell was the original Prince of R&B, this is the show for you. If you don't understand the conflict between Monica and Brandy, but you're kind of on Monica's side and understand why Brandy got punched, this is the show for you. Make sure that you tune in, subscribe, click the little subscribe link. We're here. We're going to talk about all things 90s music. This is the show for you.
They wanted the money to stay in the family, so rather than him get married to somebody else, he would get married to her.
Is this Game of Thrones?
This nigga. And so, I mean, it's kind of similarly to the one. It's like, y'all didn't give me enough money. You didn't give me this for my birthday. Has designer stuff. You know, like people were really thinking, you know, as they're watching and seeing certain things on, you know, Housewives, is this a cult? So there's a whole documentary, like 4-part documentary on HBO that I have to finish. I started it talking about the beginning and where she is now, and how kind of crazy, you know, money hungry she is, which we see in a lot of pastors.
Dude, I mean, that's crazy that they trying to, like, okay, all right, you want to marry your okay,
but
all right.
Someone said in a tweet, because again, the school doesn't get any service, so I just saw like a little bit of that clip. But under somebody said Druski may be an anthropologist. And I just sat back and laugh, because then I think about the history of Druski and the different things that he will engage in and do, or, you know, share with people, and I was like, that's funny you say that, but then in hindsight, is this where we are? I don't know. Druski, an anthropologist. I don't know if I would go that far.
Yeah, I mean, it's a witty thing to say. I get it. It's a witty thing to say. But man, I mean, he had to know that religious people, like some people that were just gonna get upset in that.
But I would say the people that are upset are either the people that have fallen victim to certain things and you feel seen. And if it's a pastor, definitely, if a pastor is in the comments, I'm like, I think
to me, we got to be able to joke about everything, to a certain extent. And there was nothing disrespectful done in there. He didn't say anything about even talking about God or anybody. He was making fun of the people, the way they act in the church. Before people start saying like, "Oh, it's sacrament." He didn't say anything about God. He didn't say. All he said was the blood of Jesus on his feet. That is it. Like everything else was showing about how they act in the church. That's it.
And that's fair.
But we're gonna keep it in the church. Last week we talked about Donnie McClurkin in this lawsuit, and it's back. What even more information has come out. So first we're gonna play a little bit of Donnie McClurkin's response first that he had first to the allegations, and then we're gonna talk about the alleged victim, the person that's suing him.
To address something personally, you've heard a lot that's been going on. You've heard many different accusations lodged and alleged. You've heard some very untrue things. And you've also seen an official statement that I put out. But I wanted to lend my voice and my face to this. And I wanted to let you know that I thank God for every one of you praying for me and for the support. And I thank God for truth, which you have not heard. You have not heard the truth, but you will. But I just didn't want to go any longer without addressing it. I've remained silent while this campaign, this media campaign was launched.
All right, it's just 2 more videos, y'all, so we can get. I want him to have his whole saying his piece.
Slow to speak, quick to hear, and slow to anger. And so I had to sit back and I had to pray because there are people that look for this to be true. There are people that have already formed their opinion based on the strategic approach of defamation that's gone forward. But I just want to let you all know from my mouth to you, from my heart to yours, that it's unfortunate that I'm trying to be delicate. It's unfortunate that such allegations have been lodged. I don't understand the machinations of the young man's mind. He's not young, really. He's 40 some odd years old. But I've been seeing this
All right, one more.
fellow in over, well, now it's 11 years, since 2015. And I haven't spoken to him since that long either. But people do things for different reasons. Most of them are monetarily motivated. And it's a shame. It's a shame because to consider yourself or to proclaim yourself to be a victim of something that didn't happen discredits the people that it has happened to. And it's a shame. But the one thing that I do know is that truth will always prevail. And the disturbed minds of other people cannot prohibit the truth from speaking loudly. Although a lie is very loud and boisterous and quick, the truth is very slow walking.
All right, that's enough. Now we're going to read a little bit from. Then right after he does that, NBC News drops an article entitled "A Man Turned to a Pastor to Pray the Gay Away." Instead, a lawsuit says he was sexually abused. So this is from the NBC News. They say Donnie McClurkin, a Grammy Award-winning gospel singer and pastor, essayed a young man over several years and wrote an apology email declaring himself a dirty old man, according to a new lawsuit. Giuseppe Corletto says in the lawsuit that he was struggling to reconcile his sexuality with his faith when he sought out McClurkin in 2003. The lawsuit says Corletto went to McClurkin's church after reading his autobiographical book, which described how God helped him overcome the curse of homosexuality. Corletto said he went to McClurkin's church and followed his guidance, hoping for the same outcome. Instead, McClurkin began to molest Corletto during Pray the Gay Away spiritual sessions, the lawsuit says, and the abuse escalated over the next several years. There's more to it if you want to go to NBCnews.com. Dom.
It's so weird. And now I think about the song. I can't deliverance on the sea. You said you'll deliver me, and that's what I believe. Like, those are the lyrics, and I'm just sitting here thinking about that song, and I'm like, wow. It is so sad, and this is one of the topics, heavy hitting topics, that we're trying to curate on the upcoming sex cast. This is an issue because we talk about sex, homosexuality, all these things, and how it's still very taboo in the Black community, and mainly because it is so frowned upon in the Black church, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's crazy when we talk about grifting, because can we say that potentially Donnie McClurkin might have been a little bit in regards to being able, I don't know what the mentorship program, I would assume it was a membership fee. It doesn't state, but I can't see you, at least for a period of time, doing something that you've spoke publicly about. We know niggas, and for the most part, we gonna find a bag in anything. So I want to say that I can't say that because that doesn't come out, but it's like you found yourself at this church under the mentorship of this person, and this person had, like you said, essayed him over the course. I think it's like 10 years. I have so many questions, because it's almost kind of one of those things where, let's say allegedly he did this, Donnie McClurkin.
Mm-hmm.
And we talk about people being able to manipulate people and take advantage of people that have like a weaker mind, that are not as strong-willed, not as confident in who they are, and you're having all these different internal battles. Because I would imagine Giuseppe comes from a very strict Catholic background. Based on, it sounds like he's, like I told you, it's offline. It sounds like he might be Italian. They are heavy. They are very deep into Catholicism, and so you're having this internal battle with yourself because you feel like your family probably won't accept you and they won't love you for who you are. And I picked up this book, or somebody probably gave him this book about Donnie McClurkin and his battle with homosexuality, and what he's been through, how he prayed the gay away, when really you didn't. You just, air quote, became celibate. You know what I mean? So you didn't act upon whatever temptation. When he was talking about this, I feel like he was on Oprah talking about this, and I just was like, you still got that twinkle in your eye. You just not, you're not in a place or in a space where you can be free and live your true life. You know, and so you're trying to suppress, you know, your sexuality to appease other people to be accepted, and you've made a lot of money off of that. You made a lot of money. And I'm not saying that people, sexuality is fluid. You know, like you could dabble over here, you could dabble over there, but who are me to judge? You're listening, like I said, from the influence of people, human. You're allowing humans, the word of man, to disrupt your ebb and flow, and you cannot be you and live out loud. So I think he expected Giuseppe to keep his secret. And I believe that whatever emails or whatever that they have been able to verify that these are not AI generated images, emails, or anything. And probably what it was, he saved those emails, which would make sense, into a folder, and was able to forward it. And they were able to verify that email address, which is likely why they took and for MSNBC to even publish it, we work in journalism.
Yeah.
You know what that's about. So
somebody did some heavy fact checking. Like the difference is, even when we talk about the Will Smith one, that was just, you know, nobody was, I mean, people picked it up for the general wire, but nobody did no in-depth story like this already.
Right. Where they're able to, and so I really believe that's kind of what happened. You know, he was hoping that, okay, ultimately this person, this thinker, he gonna take it to the grave. We have this experience or whatever. And I mean, he's right. A lot of people do things for financial gain, but there's some validity here. I potentially, allegedly, I think for a big network,
on the allegedly, please, big on the
heavy on the allegedly, for a big network like MSNBC to pick that article, to pick this up. This is something. There's something there, and I think that Donnie McClurkin here's the crazy thing. While he think, oh, I might be counseled by Black people, whatever, this could mess up my bag. These niggas still support Medea. They're gonna still support you. They're gonna say you had a moment of weakness. You'll be able to recover.
Yo, this article is extensive, man.
Yeah, and the album that you was probably gonna put out this year, I don't know if you really were. You'll have to delay it for a year. you gotta go ghost for a year. But we've been talking about people like him, Tyler Perry, for a long time. It has always been a thing. And the church is going to always support you. They're going to turn the blind eye. And like I said, it's you and he. And they'll flip it on him and say that Giuseppe seduced Donnie McClurkin.
Oh, that's what I definitely would. If that was me, that's what I would do.
Yeah, they're going to say that he seduced him.
I think more of anything,
allegedly, if he ever comes forward saying, "Oh, this is what happened," I might have overstepped my boundary, but I thought that he was okay with it. But I had this moment of weakness. The church is gonna say that boy seduced him.
I'm saying I wonder if he just needed some bread from him, and he knows that he's been very controversial when it comes to LGBTQ rights. Of like, this is the way I'm gonna force you to try to give me some bread.
Yep.
Like, and it may have been, all this may have been consensual, is what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
but he was trying to force his hand.
Because he didn't say it didn't happen. He just said that the statements, and I'm trying to keep it delicate. Niggas say decorum. I'm trying to have some fucking decorum. And what I really want to fucking, I get it. You're a pastor, you're trying to keep it cute, you're trying to be PC, but it's just like, to be honest, we talk about PR and crisis management, all of that, a lot on this show. If I were Donnie McClurkin's publicist and his attorney, I would have advised him not to say nothing. You want to take me to court? Let's talk about it in court. Or I would have pulled a Jay-Z and said, depending on, I think they could potentially be outside of the statute of limitations. Yeah, because if this happened in early 2000s, it was like 2003, I think.
Yeah, that's when it started, 2003 to 2009. He said. Yeah,
so he could potentially be out of the statute of limitation. I think he probably just missed it, even with the law that Cassie was able to use.
Mm-hmm. More on that later. We'll talk about that later. We got our guest in the building, Don.
Okay.
We got our guest in the building. So we're gonna be right back, and we're gonna bring our guest in, Keith and Carri Griffin. Will be on with us in a second.
Podcast, we definitely discuss healing. We discuss aspects of psychology. We discuss you becoming the best you, mental wellness,
for sure,
health,
femininity, parenthood, dating,
definitely dating,
single parents. And it's from a lens of two psychologists,
Yeah.
So,
but also two people who grew up with both parents, married parents, and then you all know that Chloe and I are the youngest of our crews, her siblings and my siblings. So so it's from that perspective.
Yeah, looking at life through that lens. Yeah. So you're gonna get a whole lot of things from us. From us being women, going through life as parents, and all of these awesome attributes. But that's womanology, the study of women.
The study of women.
Nice to meet you too.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? We are back with Keith and Carri of Delux magazine. This is the family. These are homies, man. Even though they moved to Kansas City, and I'm not gonna hold that against them.
They want a nasty barbecue. That's not our business.
Hey, you know what? I don't even eat the barbecue out here. You know what I mean? So we are
still here in St. Louis.
So St. Louis.
As you can see.
And look, before we even get started, I got to give them props, man. They got 2-3 kids in Division I athletes, man. Is your son then transferred again? Did he transfer again? He
only transferred the one time, but he at OU right now. Yeah,
OU. Okay. Yep.
In the SEC, he big time right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you can't even write it better. They can probably help you out with the NIL situation, because I know that's popping.
Yeah, he got Subway going. He's doing something with a protein company. I can't think of the name of it right now. Can't think of the name of it. Yeah, Levels. Yeah, you can get it out of Walmart, like I said, at the Subway, and we're working on some liquid IV. We got some things happening.
Yeah.
So did y'all take this? Did y'all try to do it privately? Because I know one of my boys runs a NIL collective for my former university, and he was saying if you can market yourself, don't take the direct money. If you can market yourself, because they get all your name, image, and likeness. The school does.
Who am I? What I've been doing?
I know. I was
been doing since 2009, bro. How many of you
I know.
all I gotta do? What more can I say? Come on, man.
I know. I already know. I mean, it's for regular people. I know.
You know how we do.
Hey, also, y'all gotta excuse my guard. So our bidet blew up right before this. I just got here from Lowe's, so it was like water all over the place. You know what I mean?
Text you. I was just supposed to
So you know what I mean? Do some AI on my outfit.
It almost didn't happen.
So let's start from the beginning. How did y'all come up with the idea for Delux magazine?
Well, Delux magazines back in 2009 started in 2009. We were just looking for an outlet, you know, for us. You know what I mean? We had ran Power Couple to build our brand, and we used a certain magazine as a catapult to get our brand out there. But then when it felt like the relationship wasn't being reciprocated, I was like, well, you know what? I do this on my own, and I'll create a platform so other people don't have to go through what we went through on trying to build that brand back in 2007, 2008. So then that's where Delux magazine came. Brooklyn Kinsborough, my brother Kyle Griffin, Brian Shields, Lawrence Bryant, Seven Maxwell. I mean, just a huge crew, and thankful for those guys and gals for being there, and especially the boss of all bosses, my wife, for tolerating all the late nights and coming in late and all that to try to make a dream come true.
Go ahead, Dom. I know you.
Oh no. You go ahead. I'm just I'm learning. You know.
So when y'all started Delux, what was, I mean, because y'all been rocking with 17 years now.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a minute.
I mean, you got magazines that couldn't stay on for 3 weeks. Out here.
You're 100%. We're currently the longest running magazine in St. Louis at this time. Not just black owned, but just period. 2009. That's when it all kicked off, and we're still out here doing it. Still out here doing it now.
Yeah, what is the next steps that Delux is trying to go through now in the new media age, and where kind of things have moved away from just having the physical magazines?
Yeah, you stole my question.
What you say? I missed it. What you say?
Darren stole my question, because that's what I was going to say. I'm like, in the age of where everything is digital, like how many?
My bad. I'm gonna be quiet. Go ahead, Don.
Thank you. I know that some publications, like certain magazines, they'll print quarterly as opposed to every month. How has that been for you guys? Like, how often, like, do you guys print the magazine versus online? Footprint. What is that like for you guys in this current age?
Currently, we went through all that. We went through monthly. We went through every other month. We went through quarterly. We went through it all. We went through we're just gonna be digital. I mean, we've done it all. Currently, we're consistently for the past 10 years been printing 2 or 3 a year.
Okay.
Which is the 314 edition where we draw the faces on there. Shout out to JLR for that.
Yes,
and then we have Deluxe Power 100 magazine that comes out that coincides with the Power 100 event.
Okay.
So we do two, but the digital is there. Our content stays fresh. Things get uploaded daily. Our Instagram is around 48,000. Like real followers, not the ones that you pay for it. You know what I mean? Like we got engagement. So yeah. I mean that's what we've been doing. We've been building the brand since 2009, and this is where we are.
That's crazy. That's good.
No, it is crazy. I look back and like, what? How did this even happen? It seemed like it was just yesterday when we started.
Yeah, our daughter is a baby. Now she's about to go to college, so.
Damn, I mean, man. So
no, for real, we were starting events at the same time.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's what's crazy is y'all kids are all grown now, though, basically. Yeah. And I mean, my daughter's just turned 12. And like, so I mean, she's playing competitive soccer, and I'm like, oh, I already know I'm gonna hit you up, Keith, in about 4 more years. I'm gonna be like, hey.
I'm keeping the peace though. You know what I mean? I can't give it all to you, but yeah, for sure.
I'm like, hey,
but you gonna need 10%.
Right.
Oh, she say 10. I was only gonna be 3, man.
Oh, that was nice. I was trying to Chris Jenner you. You know, some people should take 20, but I was
man. I need a new manager.
Look, Dom live in LA. They got different standards they be running out there on people.
Oh, that's what's up. But we're in LA this weekend. Karis is competing at UCLA going against Jordan Child, so that should be interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jordan Child still in college?
Yeah. The middle, her first meet in Nebraska was last week. She was the only freshman that made on the bars, what is it called? Lineup. Yeah, she made bars lineup as a freshman. She was the only freshman on that bars lineup. She competed 3 of the 4 events. You know, not bad for a little old freshman out of St. Louis.
Yeah, I'm like, depending on what y'all do that evening, we might be able to grab a drink or something somewhere.
For sure.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm like, I'm always down to meet new people, show them a good time.
Sure.
Before my bedtime.
Who you telling? 9 o'clock. I be getting heavy. I was like, hey, we doing this at 8:45. Let me get some coffee. You know, I'm 49.
They can be on the West Coast, so we gotta accommodate.
I know she cheating.
Look, I'm like, I working in the school. Okay, I came home and took that quick 30-minute power nap. Woo.
So when it comes to like lifestyle magazines, especially for us, where do you think that we're missing the gaps at in our kind of like, because this like we had all the adult magazines coming up as, you know, when we were kids and young adults, you know, but like it feel like there's a missing gap though still within the industries, even though, you know, regardless, you know.
Yeah, I think it's just trying to find what that is, you know. King is no longer that doesn't work because you can get it, you know, on TikTok, you know what I mean? You can get that same content on, you know, X After Dark, you know, you can find that content, you know what I mean? Vibe magazine, you can find that content. I think everything has even shifted, even like with the record industry, you know what I mean? You don't even need a deal. Go on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? And that's your deal right there. So I just think it's just the times, bro. And you have to adjust to it, and adjusting to it is like staying relevant on social media. You know, make sure you're paying attention to your demographic on who's following you. If your demographic is saying you're following this 40 to 49, you don't have to be following and putting up stuff about Blueface or you know, a baby, because that doesn't equate. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's just a matter of watching what your demographic is and trying to fill that void. I just don't think this type of media is wanted or even needed in the younger demo right now, because everything is so digital. It moves so fast. The interviews don't matter. Everybody's got a podcast. Everybody's got a video shoot. I mean, it's so easy. You know what I mean? So this type of media is just slowing down a little bit, and you just kind of gotta
pivot.
Yeah.
Pivot.
Yeah, I think also in that, you know, currently, like I said, I probably should finish that class, that homework. In journalism, I think there's a level of authenticity that's missing as well, right? So like when you talk about the demographic, if you are following in what will set me apart from everybody else, and it's kind of tweaking certain things, like you said, and playing with certain things, but a lot of it is authenticity. Everybody don't care about, like you said, a Blueface. Like, why would I gravitate toward that? Entering my 40s, not yet, on the eve of it, you know, I'm turning 39. But I find myself caring more about lifestyle, home things, like what can I do to improve my way of life at home, or travel, or whatever. So it's kind of like figuring out like those niches and moving into that. But a part of that is also authenticity. Like we're day to day. I'm not gonna say we day to day people, because day to day sounds like so bad, but it's like basic. But like we are people that have pushed ourselves ahead, done the work, laid the groundwork, and it's like, how can we connect to people that are just like us, where it doesn't feel forced?
Right, but I think that comes from the sign of the times, right? Because instead of you going to Walgreens or CVS or whatever to look at the magazine rack that's 2 aisles wide, and every magazine is there, so you can find your travel and leisure, so you can find your home, the better home and gardens. Now they got this thing called an algorithm. So it hears what you talk about, it watches what you pause on it, and it builds your magazine daily. It's a growing organism that this type of media is just slowing it down. You know what I mean? Because it's not that relevant, because you can go get it anywhere. And that algorithm there feeds off of who you are, because of Facebook's data capturing, it automatically feeds it. So the magazine is a little bit irrelevant. So in order to stay relevant, you have to create different arms to bring people to it, which why we have Deluxe Power 100 and those types of events that we do to keep Deluxe name out in the community.
So let's talk about that's
Power 100 real quick. So every year,
here we go.
It is somebody crying, right? I do this, I do that. I can't believe I didn't get nominated. They didn't see me.
Yeah.
Can you please?
I would love to.
People, what is the process? How do you guys? Because my understanding might be, completely different. I think I understand the how you become nominated. Can you tell the people what are the steps and what are the proper steps to become nominated for the Deluxe 100?
Rule number 1 for me, and the one that's most important: nominate yourself. Nominate nominations.
My ex-boyfriend went online last year, y'all, and just had this whole thing, and I was just like, N-word. Do you not read? Like, because I don't live there, and I know what to do. Like, so why didn't you nominate your girl if it's just such a big deal to you? Why didn't you nominate her? So I failed that to say, y'all heard it here. From the owner's mouth, the CEO, we got the editor, MC, everybody right here that said, now you can nominate yourself. Now that's up to you when you get them votes.
314. It's not even a vote. Because I mean, when people start flooding our inbox, all that does is mess you up. Nominate yourself. Would I have a board? Because I pulled myself out of it, because I don't want people that, Keith, why didn't you? No, Keith didn't do nothing. There's a board that selects we have a selection committee. We select every single name. This past year, we had over 1,000 nominations. We go through every nomination and we rank them 1 to 5 on certain categories. We add those numbers up, and that 100 gets they get it.
It's like the Hall of Fame.
I would love to nominate the whole. How many people live in St. Louis? 200,000. But Power 200,000. That's stupid. Power 100 makes more sense. You know what I mean? Supply demand. You know what I mean? We've nominated and awarded 1,000 people in the last 10 years. This is our 10th year. This is a decade. That's why we're running this 10-year campaign, is a decade of power. And nominate yourself. Nominations open 314 days, so you can't forget. We have headshots. We help with bios. Turn your stuff in, but don't be there on August 31st. Like, oh, they picked the same people. They all clicked up. Half the people. This past one, I probably knew 5 people on that list. I love that, because I met so many new people. St. Louis is beautiful, but don't make it ugly because I didn't pick your name. Who you want me to take off the list? That's what I asked people now. Who should I take off the list? When they talk about the faces we draw on 314 magazine, who you want me to call and say, I'm taking your face off?
When my homeboy's a dog catcher, he was mad he didn't make it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what? Come on, man. I'm sorry, Mr. Dog Catcher.
So with that said, anybody can nominate themselves.
Yep.
What are the criteria? Because maybe that's where things are you able to say, I know you can't really tell us what you guys vote. What do you like the tiers? Because I mean the Academy, and we'll talk about that in a second because we're in award season.
Yeah.
But what are the eggs, like if I'm going to nominate myself or I'm going to nominate Daryl, what are some of the things or key points that I should consider and think about as I am entering this nomination.
I mean, you want to be real, like you spoke about being authentic earlier. Be authentic. Don't be
Okay.
all give me all this glamour and that's this and this, and then when we Google your name, it's like, oh, wait a minute. You know what I mean? Because we run a checks and balance. I mean, we're very particular about who we pick to protect the brand. But I mean, it's just that type of process. It's a process just like anything else. We can't select everybody. We select 100. Is not the first 100. Is everything is vetted and that's just the rules. And if you don't,
my friend that's a dog catcher, Keith, if he's ranked in the top 5
I'm
dog
glad
catchers.
you said that because I had a point. So we created Power 100. So we can put everybody in the same room, whether you are a dog catcher, whether you are an influencer. I can put you in the same room with these C-level executives. I can put you in the room with Mike McMillan, Vanessa Cooksey, people you may not be able to get meetings with. You may be looking for a black attorney and you don't know how to get one. Well, guess what? It's full of black
There's one sitting right there.
attorneys. Jermaine Wooten's in the building. You know what I mean? It's all these high profile. You want to go to Harris Stowe? Guess who's always there and who always supports? Dr. Tanya. She's always there, always supported from Harris Stowe. So it's just not even like, oh, I didn't get nominated, I'm not even going to participate or even show up. Get your ticket, show up, and network that room because everything you need to grow whatever you're doing is in that room. My accountant is in that room. That's how I got my accountant, Jason Thornton. That's how I got him. That's how I got him. My attorney, Jermaine Wooten. He's in, like, those are the types of connections that you want to have. So why not go? Because you didn't get nominated. That's why you're not getting nominated, because you ain't in the right room.
So if my boy sent his headshot, he was thinking about he was going to sit in his truck with the dogs. For his Power 100.
And we were gonna play Friday music as when he walked across the stage. You know what I mean?
Daryl, okay.
I'm dancing. I got a homework for real. He's not a dog catcher. I don't want to put his real job out there, but he does work in more service-based industry like that. And he was like, man, I was gonna put myself in. I was like, man, I don't know if they doing the top.
Hey man, look, we don't.
No, it wasn't a diss. It's because I didn't know, because he sent me. He was like, man, I'm gonna send him this picture, and it was him like sitting on the steps at one of his properties that he worked on. And I was like, hey man, I don't think that's what.
To be honest, that probably won't work. You know what I mean? That probably won't work. He might want to do that picture over a little bit. But
exactly, I told him. I told him to get some other stuff going. I got him hooked up with a Maurice to do some real pictures and stuff.
Yeah, they're doing the picture. They have, like, this past year, Keith and Jamie did the headshot happy hour, so everybody was able to come and have their own and get headshots. Was it LB?
Yep,
LB.
It was LB.
LB, yeah, shout out to LB.
Yeah.
See, okay, well, I'll let him know. He's not really dog.
Look, and if he don't make it, he can still pull up. He can come and introduce himself. You know,
he came before. He came like 3 or 4 years ago.
You're gonna have to tell me who it is off air.
Oh no, I will.
I want to know who it is now.
Already with the shenanigans. Oh my God, I cannot.
Hey, he was on me too. He's like, man, bro, how you even get on that damn 500? He said the 500. He didn't even say the 100. He was like, 500. I mean, a voice note too. It wasn't even a text dime. It was a voice note. Like, damn, man, I ain't make it.
Yeah, I mean, but it's just interesting to, always great to have dialogues like this so people can really understand what's happening, because everybody wants to hop online and have this discourse. And I think I'm like, so you mad, but you could have emailed Keith and Carri to kind of get clarity and understand, or what's the process. So next year, I know what to do. If you feel like
Keith, you got Carri, you got Jamie, we have a whole team. You can email and you can reach out and figure out what needs to be done. I mean, it's mapped out right on deluxepower100.org.
People don't like to read at the
that's why you're not Power 100. It's easy for you to go and get on Facebook and talk bad about me and say all this, but then I nominate you next year, and then all of a sudden, oh, this is the greatest thing ever.
I've seen that happen in real time. That's happened.
I'm not even hearing this on my field. What is going on?
Like, you know what? But that sales seekers, I appreciate the support and all the energy from St. Louis, because they know what it is. I mean, you're upset, you're disappointed. I get it, but there's better ways to do that. Let's celebrate the people who have won. and who will win, and maybe you're just next. You know what I mean? And there's things like I've forgotten people too. I've messed up. Like it took T Love 8 years before he got on the list. It's T Love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's things like that. It's like people right in front of me. I can miss. You know what I mean?
So how did y'all come up with the concept for this? Like, what is the
Yeah.
concept to even come up with the Power 100?
The concept it was just what'd you say?
You're not getting the award you were upset about.
Oh yeah, well, it was kind of selfish because I wasn't getting the notoriety that I thought I should be getting from other places. So once again, just like the magazine, I created my own. So I created my own award show. Now since y'all won't give me no award, I'll give y'all the awards. And now what? I don't
So
need
you
no
basically did crystals. You basically did what crystals did with White Castles. Then
man,
that's
I did
what
what McDowell's did to McDonald's, baby.
Yeah. No, that was a little fraud though too. I mean, that situation was a little fraud.
I mean, that was a little bit. He definitely infringed upon the copyright a little bit, you know.
Oh, yeah, you know, maybe I should have said that, but yes, but that's the concept. The concept was I created my own because we wasn't getting the love. Or me personally, I felt I wasn't getting the love that I deserved, so I created my own, and that's what other people can do also. If they're not happy with Power 100, hey, go ahead and create your own magazine. I'll even give you the template for it. I'll help you with it because I'm not a hater. I mean, competition that breeds greatness, right? Because that'll help elevate everybody's events and stuff. So, you know, Power 100 December 12th this year at the Hyatt. Tickets go on sale in August. Just letting y'all know.
So it's at the Hyatt downtown. Okay.
Hyatt downtown St. Louis. Yep.
But you said a key thing right here, as we see a lot of discourse happening. You know, I've been ride or die for The Great Sinners, which has been probably one of the top films of 2025, and we just are off the heels of the Golden Globes, and we consistently find ourselves in these spaces where we're not accepted. And it is about creating our own thing where we can go, where we're celebrating. You know, people talk about BET or not MTV because that doesn't exist anymore. NAACP awards, Stellar Awards, or whatever. But we're celebrating Black culture, and so I think it's really imperative and important. And I think it's so dope that you guys, took the time to actually create, a magazine. Because it's not hard. I tried. It is not easy.
So sidebar, I just sent y'all the person who it is in y'all IG account. Just for
y'all. Did you send it to me too?
No, I'll send it to you. Hold on.
Okay. I thought you put it in the chat. I was like, oh wait, let me
No. Oh, I mean, but they're on. They're not
it's
using
okay. It's okay. Send it to me. Just send it to me so then I can scan. Yeah. Oh yeah. But also how important it is to have these spaces for us where we can go and be celebrated. We've seen so many, even lessons, Hold on.
Why you gotta send that picture though, bro?
Oh, you put it in the chat. Hold on, hold on.
So you get what I was.
Hold on 1 second.
Don't put it on them. Put it on them.
Oh man.
Everybody got a shot. Just nominate yourself. Put your best foot forward, and we'll take it from there. If you don't get nominated or you don't make it, just buy a ticket. The room is it's worth it. The room
It's good for network. It's good networking.
There you go. 100%.
Yeah, that's the person that when y'all see is submission. I'm gonna tell them to get some better shots for his submission and everything.
Yeah, please do.
You need it.
That's part of the criteria. It would be great to have one. Yeah, but if not, then we create the party.
There's a lot of memes on here.
Yeah. I mean, he be working.
Okay, I'm like, it's just a lot of memes.
So when y'all, what's next for y'all? What's the next thing y'all like? What's the next thing for you all to be working on?
Right now we be pushing the Delux Cares, which is a nonprofit arm that Carri heads, executive director of that, and she handles all the programming and activation with that.
And what is that? Break that down. What is that?
She gonna handle that. I'm gonna sit back and listen. I've been doing all the talking and
all the yapping. So up next we are launching, or we just launched the Young Entrepreneur Program in partnership with the St. Louis City Treasurer's Office, SLDC, and Connect STL. And it is a 2-phase program. The first phase is a connectivity and device program. And so you attend the classes and you will get an iPad, or I'm sorry, a laptop. And then phase 2 is the entrepreneur program that Keith and I are going to head. And that starts in March and it concludes in September. And we'll come in town and conduct an entrepreneur class once a month. And we're super duper excited about that.
It'll be like guest speakers too, like people, you know, with mentors, like accountants, CEOs come in, talk to the kids, teach them how to set up LLCs, what it looks like to open up a bank account, what being self-employed or being self-sufficient means, you know, from a financial literacy standpoint. So it's those types of things that we did not have when we started, so we can maybe stop mistakes from happening.
Lots of trial and error.
Yeah, to knock that trial and error part out.
Yeah.
You know,
expensive mistakes.
So that's one of the programs that we have going, because we also do the barbers books and backpacks for back to school.
Turkey drive.
The turkey drives, and so we still do stuff like that with through Delux Cares. We've been doing it like the past 6-7 years, but we got called out on Facebook about giving back to the community, and we don't do nothing but except sell tickets. And so we decided 2 years ago to be a little more intentional on letting people know what we do, and we would rather not it feels tacky
to post pictures of
me giving this food to the homeless. Yeah. It's so weird, bro.
But tacky. But since you know it was called out, we're like, all right, well, we'll start, like, you know, Keith starts saying we'll be a little bit more intentional about sharing it. You know, we had been a part of the Kwame Foundation's back to school, or not back to school, HBCU tour. You know, we had handled that or worked on that for the past couple years. But that's not something that we had talked about, but now we do. So we just partnered with RX Outreach, brought that out to Kansas City, affordable medication. So we're really excited about Delux Cares and giving back, again, being more intentional, being more out there. Letting people know what we're doing, and this is a really big year for us. Really big year for Delux Cares.
I love that.
Yeah, Delux Cares. So how'd y'all come up with Delux? I guess is the moniker of the brand.
That's a good question.
Yeah,
I never asked that.
I think just because the brand was already there, it's easier transition. You know what I mean? And
well, from jump,
it automatically just. You're talking about from the very beginning, or
yeah. I'm talking about just the brand moniker Delux.
Yeah, I mean, when we created that Delux name, it was actually Brian Shields actually came up with the name. We were sitting in what was the hookah bar right there at Nara, and he came up with that name, and it just kind of stuck, and we took the E off and made it different, and you know, everything we wanted to do was just deluxe. You know, was make sure we had the best printing, make sure we had the best photographers, make sure we just ran with it. But you know, the brand has sustained the ups and downs of print media, of the economy, of COVID, and like you said, I mean, since 2009, here we are. I mean, we're still here, and it just makes sense. It's such an easier transition just to use the Delux in the name, because it automatically brings that validity to the brand.
So yeah, that's because I was like, man, how did they come up with Delux and take off the E? Like, all right.
Yeah, that was Brian. Brian came up with that. We had all types of crazy names. I wish I could remember some of them, but I don't.
I was gonna ask what were some of the other names that it was gonna be.
Yeah, I can't remember any of them, but yeah, that was it just worked. You know what I mean? And we just rolled it out. So, you know, you got the Delux Group and
Delux Cares,
Delux Home Health Care. Delux Power. Yeah, man, it's just Delux. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when you got the name recognition, you run with it and you run different brands off of it.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
So as far as your digital footprint going forward, since we were talking about that, what are you guys hoping going forward, or what are you kind of looking for in the future?
More collaborations. What were you about to say?
No.
Yeah, I'm definitely just always excited about collaborations. That's how. I mean, Daryl and I go way back to grade school, but you know, I saw that I think I saw your podcast or post on Facebook, which then made me follow him on Instagram. And I just reached out and I said, hey, we would love to collaborate. And then he's invited us on the podcast. So things like that, we are just, interested in continuing to partner and collaborate with folks in St. Louis.
Dude, went on your podcast before a few years back. Did you
Yeah. I saw Sully Carey. Yeah, that's when we was wild back then. We went on this profession.
I did this before.
Oh, there.
We was wild back then.
Wow. I hope you don't got that footage. I don't know what I was saying.
No, I got it on audio, but we ain't had no video back then.
Oh, good.
and look, in the audio, so the audio you got to pay to get the audio now because it's so like much in the archives. Like you gotta
that's crazy.
Be a member to even get it. So
that's
ain't
crazy.
Nobody doing it.
That's crazy.
And you got to go back. Somebody have to be out for you to come pay me. Then go in there and find it. Like it would literally have to be like. And it ain't nothing crazy.
Don't let nobody come diddy me, man. And they come like, hey, I'm trying to get Keith, man. Hey, give me that. Don't TMZ me, man.
No. At first I'm gonna be like, hey, man, you say you was gonna do it for 3%. What about 1%? My
Hey, that's smart. Hey, and I must be smart. I'm gonna pay it. I ain't gonna hold out until they come knocking on my door.
She was like, you ain't gonna give me? That's a real business, man.
I mean, I just need you to drop that percentage down, man. If you can,
easy work.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, it's true. So, what is some of the things that like you all are looking forward to, like with AI and all these different other aspects, like technology wise? What are you all looking at trends wise of like, okay, we can maybe use this or that to kind of better our brand?
Yeah, we're just dabbling in it. You know what I mean? It's easy content creation with the AI.
But it's lazy creation too, though. You got to watch out for that lazy creation.
Yeah, it's super lazy, and you can get caught in that trap because then you no longer become personable. It becomes like, or you Keith or you the computer. You know what I'm saying? And it's something about that human energy that still shoots through AI. Do AI for some funny stuff, or if you want to get some quick content out. You know what I mean? But as far as like trying to build a brand and or get your name out there, don't run it off of AI scripts.
Yeah.
Hey, you'd be surprised. I know Don be seeing it all the time because she always like, hey, they made this with AI. They did this with AI.
Mm-hmm.
Look, and then it's weird because like I have this love-hate relationship, and I was talking to one of my girlfriends about it. And it's with AI, like, and people using ChatGPT, because like it's just for me, the Aquarian in me is an environmentalist, so I want to heal the world and I want to make the world a better place, and so I'm like, why take a gallon of water to do whatever? And y'all are generating terrible pictures of people, everything is a Muppet, and I love the Muppets, but it's like, why did y'all generate this photo of Whitney and Bobby Brown at the gas station? Like, why did we need that? Like, I don't think we needed
Tupac and KFC,
right?
You know what I mean?
So I think especially if you're kind of independently owned and operated, whereas you guys have a team of people. So like I use it in the sense of like an editor. So I will write whatever it is and say, can you proofread, make sure, this sounds efficient. So you use it as a tool to assist, not to do.
Right.
Like, and I think that is the thing that's happening. And people are just so lazy. More so Americans they've been lazy. Let's just be clear. The Americans have been lazy for a long time. And so it takes away the luster, like the value of things. People are not like, this don't even sound like you talk. You don't talk like that. So what do we do? I know you didn't write that. Right. That is the thing, but it's just also like using AI to, like, it's not a shortcut. It's just like to assist. I'm not too mad at that. It's just, why I gotta take so much water? That is my complaint. Like, no, water.
But I think it's a fine line in between that. I think chat has its place, and I think AI has its place, but I just don't think it should be all of everything. You know what I mean? And a lot of the stuff is becoming all of everything. You know what I mean? Because I can be more productive with chat now. When I write something, I don't have to wait for Jamie or Carrie or Linnea or whomever to read it for me to put it out. I can just say, hey, chat, check this out, make sure it's good, and it's going. You know what I mean? It can make you more efficient, but I don't want it to be, I don't want dependent. I don't want the human part of it to go away or to fade out.
You want it to be your soul voice.
Yep.
Yeah. It's almost like the Terminator, like the robots taking over. It's weird.
That's true.
All right. Well, where can people hit y'all up at? Check out more of Delux magazine and everything you all have going on.
Hey, well, first off, shout out to Sovereign Brands for taking care of me. Sorry, man. It's a shameless plug. Hopefully that's not
Go ahead.
You know what I mean? Bel Air, I appreciate them for all that they do for us with our events and taking care of us with the Deacon and Bumbu, Lil Wayne's rum. Make sure y'all pick some of that, man. This is pretty good. Only if you're 21 or over.
You can follow us.
There you go.
Delux Mag, at Delux Mag, that's the handle, or at Delux Cares is our handle.
You can find me. I'm Cognac Poppy on Instagram.
I don't even know my personal handle, so I'm just gonna say follow us at Delux.
Hey, don't forget, the people that you're trying to be Power 100, follow Deluxe Power 100. You can get some tidbits on, when nominations open up and all that kind of stuff. So that'd be a good one to follow, and you can see past awardees and with the video, and you can see what the vibe is like. And this year, Decade of Power. Let's get after it.
Let's get after it.
Love it.
Man, thank y'all for coming on, man. We appreciate it, man. Like, me and Don really, really appreciate it. And we glad y'all. Look, we gonna do something special when we chop all this up for the clips and stuff for y'all. So it's gonna be dope.
All right, man.
Hey, thank you for having us.
Let me go fix this bidet, man. That plumbing probably water all running.
You got it.
Hey, I love y'all. Peace.
What if DOC never got into that car accident? What if Ice Cube didn't leave NWA? What if the Game never leaves G Unit? What if Teddy Riley never moves to Virginia? What if we got that J. Cole and Kendrick album? What if the RZA would have never had that flood? How would the hip-hop world sound today? Welcome to Hip Hop What Is, the podcast where we dive into the biggest what could have beens in hip-hop history. From iconic album delays to game-changing partnerships that never happened. We reimagine the culture we love and explore its alternative paths. And you are now at Hip Hop What Is.
All right, we are back. Thank you, and shout out to Keith and Carrie for coming on with us. We got one more topic before we get up out of here. So, explain me the tenderizing, or what's going on with the tenderizer brother? Because I've heard a lot of people talking about this before. Now it's been blown up and went somewhere else.
Okay, so Mr. Tendernism went viral several months ago. It's a smokehouse barbecue restaurant out in Marietta. And I said it right, and not Marietta, out here in California. And he went viral because, the meat, it fall off the bone. He can tap it, just shake it, and it falls off the bone. Like, it's supposed to be so tender that, we expect our meat to do. So ultimately, there had been some confusion surrounding this restaurant as a whole. If he was the owner, or people were assuming that he was the owner of the shop. And Mr. Tendernism is not the owner. He is a cook. And
but people thought he was the owner, right?
People thought he was the owner. People thought it was a Black-owned business. So you have people, all over the country coming to, Marietta to try this restaurant. When we went in December, my family and I, and actually got to meet him, take pictures. And he talked to us for a while because he spent time in St. Louis. He knew about St. Louis. So that's how we really connected. And ultimately, just had a good time. He talked to my dad, talked to me. And then there were people there, like it was somebody from Georgia. It was people from like Jersey, Florida, that all came in to specifically go to this restaurant. Now, by this time, I was very aware, and it was, apparent that he did not own this restaurant. I believe it's an Armenian man that owns the restaurant. So that's kind of where the controversy kind of began once that came out, because people were wondering, are you properly compensating this person? Because this is how your spot blew up. You use this person, I guess it would be his IP, because it's himself, to promote your restaurant. So they kind of became the center of controversy because recently Keith Lee came there. And Keith Lee, in particularly, like we all know, when Keith Lee does his reviews of restaurants, he doesn't do a dine-in. He does a pickup order, and will sit in the car and critique the food as he's eating it, which makes sense because you really can't do that in a restaurant without people watching, trying to stop you, take pictures, all this thing, and you can't, the sound, so it makes sense. So ultimately, he in particular,
and on top of it, he's so popular now too. Like you don't want people.
Yeah,
to even know
it's hard. Yeah. So ultimately, he was actually after, and he didn't give them a bad review at all. So I want to, he gave them like I think an 8 out of 10. Because he just really didn't care for the macaroni and cheese. So he was seeking out Mr. Tendernism, which is the older black guy, and he was told that he was offsite, I guess, working on a podcast or something, being interviewed by somebody, and Keith wanted to leave him a tip. Now I don't know, whatever it was. I don't know if he told the restaurant how much the tip was, because I think he would have found his way back, or they would have, whatever. Ultimately, they told him that they could not accept the tip to give it to him. So come to find out, it was a $5,000 tip. He wanted to leave Mr. Tendernism that he did not receive. And Keith Lee ended up kind of giving the money away to people that were, there. So fine, whatever. So there was some confusion because the restaurant was trying to put out a video. Of course, it's the owner, which is the Armenian guy, and Mr. Tendernism. And Mr. Tendernism is sitting there looking like not really as engaging as he typically and normally is. Because I think he probably like, damn, like $5,000 just out the window, tax free, because I wasn't. And maybe had Keith Lee, I see both sides. Maybe if Keith would have planned ahead and called, but that was the thing, is that he doesn't want to. He wants the full experience. What you gonna give me? I want what everybody else is getting.
Yeah, I don't need the extra stuff.
So it makes sense. But so there was a controversy surrounding that, and the misconception was simply that Keith Lee did not leave a bad review, and that's what the guy was saying. He's like, if he would have came and would have called this, we would have made sure. No, but that's the whole thing. He gives an authentic experience, and he didn't say it was bad.
Mm-hmm.
He just wanted to show a little extra love to Mr. Tendernism, because he's thinking probably like how we thinking. Are they paying him fair? Did they give him a share in the stake in the company? Because we're here to see him and engage him. And I mean, they bring him out and they take him around to the tables to engage people. It's like it's a guy with him or whatever. Like they bring him out the back, so I'm pretty sure he's still working and cooking. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you got 20 minutes. We need you to do your rounds and engage with the patrons. They do that. So I could see the genuine concern, because that's what the world we want, which I feel like could be simply answered in a video. And just say, hey, after so much success from our viral videos from Mr. Tendernism, we have given him a percentage of the company, or as social media go, like he gets the revenue from that, which for real, it's not. They have, I believe now they probably have millions of followers, but you got millions of followers and people are not engaging in your posts, or you got millions of views and it don't be as much money as you think it is.
Just because you could have a whole bunch, and the engagement is, you could have less subscribers, and it's all if you don't have no people engaging your content, it don't matter. Yeah,
and depending on how the algorithm, because I know I was looking at the analytics on a friend's post, and he had millions of views across 2 videos that went viral, and all he got was $200, and it was a short, and so you would think that ultimately that would pay you more, and it doesn't. It is not like how it was when we were in COVID. Like they don't pay out.
No, But and the thing is though, you got to combine the viralness of the short with the with long form, because that's where you're gonna get paid at. So if you can guide people to some long form shit, that's where you're gonna make money at.
Yep, absolutely. So genuine concern, because it's like, are you exploiting this person, which is how it feels. Because if even when you look at that clip, it just, I mean, Mr. Tendernism was like not even looking in the camera. He kind of looking off and just like kind of leaned over like this. It's just like shit. Like I know that's running through his mind. Like this nigga was trying to give me $5,000.
And it's the idea though. The thing about it was, to me, is, and you could be wrong. There's a little bit I've read and I saw about this. Is basically this Armenian gentleman was basically trying to mascot this black man by making people think that it's a black-owned business and like, oh, this kind of cool. He cooking, doing everything back there, and then try to backdoor his way into some paper by putting the front up.
Yep, that's how it feels. It feels like that.
Yeah, like, and they've been doing that to us for years. It's like a weird thing because either they ain't giving us no credit or trying to get the money behind us getting credit. I mean, like giving us the credit but not the bread. Like you know, like, or we don't get no credit or no bread.
Yeah, and so I think that's where the frustration lies. You know, it's really hard to say, because I mean he could have been just living this happy life, at his older age. But I mean anybody would love a quick $5,000 real quick. Just to show appreciation and to thank you.
Yeah. And man, I hope I know y'all in LA, and I'm not trying to pocket watch anybody when I'm saying this. Hey man, why don't one of y'all black celebrities go get Mr. Tendernism and go start a spot with him?
Yeah.
Because it's his recipe, right?
From my understanding.
Why I'm just gonna call it a random celebrity, Jamie Foxx. Why don't you go over there? Hey, Mr. Tendernism, we gonna have you let's start out with a little catering. We gonna have you go to all these Hollywood parties catering.
Yeah.
And then we'll figure out and help you build up, and you can get your own building. Fuck this other dude.
Yeah, I think that's fair, and even like considering, because I think which I need to get over to, because Cedric opened like a barbecue spot. I feel like it's with somebody, like another comic. So that would make sense, especially considering that old dude spent time in St. Louis.
Yeah, that really is.
You hate
I was hearing about it because, like, have you had? Is it real? I mean, you had it. Obviously, you went there.
Yeah. For me, I don't need my oxtail candy. Like, I don't need. I mean, I want it. I don't need my oxtail smoke. I like mine jerk style, Jamaican style. It's just something about that sauce and and it was tender. It really did. The brisket was cool. The ribs was cool. I love the baked beans. I said that here. I love the baked beans. They had an extra kick to them, so they was like a little spicy. So I like that. Mm-hmm. We did have the macaroni and cheese. It was, I think when my sister had it, like when she got it, because I ended up eating it, but it was like very liquidy. So by the time I ate it, it had been in the fridge for like a day or two. So that consistency, that texture.
It wasn't fresh. It wasn't that fresh.
It wasn't. Well, no. For me, it was like the consistency, like kind of change. So it wasn't as like runny. So but when you know how to cook certain things, and so it's kind of hard. Like I'm a picky person when I go out to eat. And there's certain things that I'll get that I probably haven't figured out how to perfect. My dad taught me how to make his ribs. But also, I know there's a difference between barbecuing and smoking. Mm-hmm. And so I prefer my ribs kind of barbecue. But I feel like this St. Louisans, that are into grilling, we've mastered that flavor. Mm-hmm. And though it is a smokehouse, so you want to taste more of the smoke for sure. I still kind of like a little kick on my meat.
You like a little charcoal,
taste. A little charcoal, but it's when I say that, like a little like the
little burn.
No, the seasoning to be into that meat. Like it's one thing because the smoke and the meat is like very. flavorful. And this is not bad. Like I see how Keith gave them a 8 out of 10. It makes sense. That's not a bad review.
No. I mean, I've heard it tender falling off the bone. You know, I mean, that's what I've heard. I mean, I heard all about it out here before this drama. I've heard about this place before the drama.
And so when Keith was trying to test it, his didn't fall off the bone, but it was still flavorful. But I am definitely a girl that I enjoy my meat. I don't have to have my oxtail smoked. It was an experience for sure. The pickles were fire, and like the seasoning on the pickles, like I love a good pickle. And then they added like extra dill and stuff, so I love stuff like that too. And it was a nice balance, you know, to the flavor of the meat. So absolutely.
All right, well, Dom, where can people hit you up at and check out more of your stuff?
You can check me out at St. Angeles, wherever you social network.
And you got can you talk about your show, the other show you got?
Yeah, I can talk about it. I do have another podcast coming out, a sex education podcast called Stole Code Freaks with a good friend of mine, Darren George, who is also from St. Louis. He is a writer, producer, you know, here in LA. Soon to be author with his trilogy of sex books that are coming. So yeah, that's what I've been working on, putting my head down, really grinding that out, and you'll see more episodes from Whiskey Soured as well. I'm trying to get back in the habit of block shooting, so I'll always have, you know, my episodes and all that stuff cured up for you guys. So I got a lot of that scheduled and coming out soon. So y'all will, I have I'm actually recording tomorrow with Rhea, so we're gonna do kind of like
Rhea told me,
a crossover episode. So yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Well, man, thank y'all for listening as always. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share if you're on the video. And if you own the audio, come on over, check us out on video too, and vice versa. On whatever, just to stay tapped in with us. And we appreciate it, y'all. Peace.